can't blame gravity for falling in love. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. Rely not on the likelihood of the enemy's not coming, but on our own readiness to receive him. The most common form of despair is not being who you are. Whether we fall by ambition, blood, or lust, like diamonds, we are cut with our own dust. Once friends as batchmates, but now different batches divide us. And when all the wars are over, a butterfly will still be beautiful. You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. I have given my word that only death will take me from you. True goodness springs from a man's own heart. All men are born good. Never curse a fall. The ground is where humility lives. Your own positive future begins in this moment. All you have is right now. Every goal is possible from here. By what men think, we create the world around us, daily new. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. Knowledge is merely brilliance in organization of ideas and not wisdom. The truly wise person goes beyond knowledge. Bad habits are like a comfortable bed, easy to get into, but hard to get out of. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. A life fueled by passions is like riding on the back of a dragon. The essence of technology is by no means anything technological. The heart's memory eliminates the bad and magnifies the good. Being born is like being kidnapped and then sold into slavery. But the only way never to do the wrong thing is never to do anything. In the haunted house of life, art is the only stair that doesn't creak. Beware of the small things. A small leak can sink a great ship. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. Life is worth living as long as there's a laugh in it. After all, if you run far enough, no one can catch you. Thus the expert in battle moves the enemy and is not moved by him. Not knowing you can't do something is sometimes all it takes to do it. If you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. Great knowledge sees all in one. Small knowledge breaks down into the many. It is the certainty that they possess the truth that makes men cruel. Never give up. Things that you keep dreaming about will happen one day. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Dream your own dreams. Achieve your own goals. Your journey is your own and unique. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. Do it now. Sometimes later becomes never. What keeps life fascinating is the constant creativity of the soul. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return. When you treat your failures as lessons, you can never fail. Victory comes from finding opportunities and problems. We all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us. The greatest step towards a life of simplicity is to learn to let go. Do not fear the thorns in your path, for they draw only corrupt blood. Remember, man does not live on bread alone. Sometimes he needs a little buttering up. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. Man is no longer an artist. He has become a work of art. Education is not the learning of facts. It's rather the training of the mind to think. The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to comprehend. The truth doesn't mind being told every once in a while. Never worry a bit in life. Always be full of merriment. When the going gets weird, the weird turn professional. Success usually comes to those who are too busy looking for it. Changing is what people do when they have no options left. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. We reveal most about ourselves when we speak about others. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. Your story is remarkable, even if you don't know it yet. You get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. Life did not intend to make us perfect. Whoever is perfect belongs in a museum. Everything's a risk. Not doing anything is a risk. It's up to you. He who pursues fame at the risk of losing himself is not a scholar. To think too long about doing a thing often becomes its undoing. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. We have 4 problems: overthinking, trust, share, love. Growth is in a series of mistakes. That's the only way you learn. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. I finally figured out the only reason to be alive is to enjoy it. I think it was the institution. I was trying to master it. During a conversation, listening is as powerful as loving. Correct your mistake as soon as you have found it. I don't paint dreams or nightmares. I paint my own reality. People say that life is the thing, but I prefer reading. Nothing happens until something moves. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Be wiser than other people if you can, but do not tell them so. Great wisdom is generous. Petty wisdom is contentious. Great speech is impassioned. Small speech cantankerous. At the heart of nature's mystery lies another mystery. Never feel guilty or ashamed for the mistakes of others. You know, there's no such thing as a complete lie. There's always some truth in there. He who knows his enemy and himself well will not be defeated easily. The key to life is accepting challenges. Once someone stops doing this, he's dead. If you fuel your journey on the opinions of others, you are going to run out of gas. Dream big. Wake up. Take the first step into the unknown. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. If you can't enjoy what you have, you can't enjoy more of it. Your direction is more important than your speed. What seems to us as bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Imagination is the highest form of research. Have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. Sometimes I think my head is so big because it is so full of dreams. Life is a full circle, widening until it joins the circle motions of the infinite. Stop trying to create a new you around the same old people.